Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live and when I upload more videos like this one. All right, guys. I hope I did it right. Can y'all see the poll, Moochie?
Yeah, I already voted.
I just voted.
Okay. So I'm gonna welcome my people first. Daria Shanice, who is in the building first thing every time. Jeremiah, what up? Lady Virtue, hi, in capital K. Okay, capital K said perfect timing. It just went into the 49ers and Cowboys just went into halftime. Cool. RC, what's up? And DeMarcus, hey. Thank you guys so much for being here. LSW, Samara, and Joshua, and Hope Lee, and Michelle A. Okay.
Damn.
All right, y'all. So as you can see, the question is who delivered the kill shot to Travis. We talked about it a little bit last night, kind of prematurely for me because I wanted to bring it up tonight because it was brought up on my channel when we did the live, and then DeMarcus came in afterwards in the comments and told me that it was B Mickey that delivered the kill shot, and I was just like, So we're definitely going to be discussing that. As you can see, also from the thumbnail, I have already declared without doing one of my countdowns, honey, without doing my little ranking videos. I just picked Detective Howard as the worst cop in TV history. Okay, I ain't do no countdown. I just named him the winner in my book. Number
Bryant or Howard?
Yes. Bryant.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay.
I'll be saying Howard sometimes. My bad.
Me too.
Yeah, you said Howard. That's why I was like,
sure about that? I know what she meant, but I would, the people be coming, so I'm like,
yeah,
how they be ready to
I had
so
to.
she was actually saying Detective Bryant.
Yes, I had to make a correction like that in one of my like after I watched the live stream, I had to do a pin. I had to pin a comment saying, "My bad, y'all. I meant Detective Bryant." So. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off with you, pretty girl, since we haven't chatted in a while, my love. What do you think about this episode? Why don't you grade it for me? Whatever you got to do, whether it's 1 through 10 or the ABCs, whatever you do.
Yes. Honestly, this was probably my favorite BMF episode of the series thus far. It was very entertaining. I mean, it was low-key movie worthy. I was really intrigued. I didn't want it to end. I was definitely proud and happy that this episode was so good. I give it an 8. I had little petty complaints for the most part. But I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, the Charles and Lucille show, chef's kiss. Even though we're the demise of a marriage, I just feel like the way they're executing and illustrating it on film is really great with these actors and actresses.
Absolutely. Okay, what did you give it?
I give it an A.
An A. Okay, cool.
Like a 9.
Yes, the A and 9. Yep, all of the above. Okay, Mooch, what about you? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. It's already ready. Okay.
I gave the episode an 8 last night. I gave it an 8. I want to say an 8.5 though now. I'm trying to see what happens by episode 6 because they've been coming with it. And from the first episode, the episode we saw last week, these episodes, they were all good so far. I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to give people more time to vote. DeMarcus is sticking to the B Mickey for now. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just going to let you say what you're going to say, and then we will talk about it later, probably like the half mark. Like when we get to the 30 mark, that's when we'll talk about it and we'll close the poll. But DeMarcus, thank you for the super chat. He said Travis was shot in the back of the head and Meech was in front of Travis. Put a pin in that. I got some facts for you. All right? We're not going to talk about it though. Okay. So, Moochie, you said that it was an 8. So, can you give me your favorite moment, pretty girl?
There was a lot of like good moments. I'm gonna just leave it like on a heartful, like funny moment is in the morgue with Lamar and I'm sorry, I love calling him Larry, but his name is Alvin. But this a little, you have to really pay attention to what he was saying. He was like, "You all right? You just got up." Like he was just like, "You little fat egg, eating too much
Yeah.
candy. Like what you doing?" I just love his comedic timing. I
Yeah.
love Alvin. And him just stealing the gators off, and then Alvin just had the audacity talking about, "Oh, it is a violation, but last season you were doing unsavory things with the
Oh
lady."
yeah.
You know?
Bruh, don't do that.
That's the same thing with Detective Howard though. Like here we go with the Howard. With
Yeah,
Detective Bryant, it's like you hate Meech so much talking about he damaged the community, but you were taking the money before. Now you can't stand him? Like what? It's too weird. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Moochie, for your favorites.
My favorite part of the scene was I was laughing at the whole church scene.
Hmm.
I was laughing at the church scene, how the girl was shouting and gyrating that Snoop looked at when he was walking out. I'm the whole thing with her just coming to him with the thing. That's why I dwelled on it so long last night. But that
Oh,
was one of
okay.
my favorite parts, funny parts, or whatever the case may be.
Okay. So I would say that I probably didn't really have any favorite moments, but if I could choose a favorite moment, I would say when they were giving Cleet the beat down. Like that was a highlight, because it was a lot of stuff going on, but I kind of feel like there was also a lot of moments that just weren't pleasant. So I can't really say favorite. So that's why, I think we all can kind of agree that the comedic moments were probably the favorites, because a lot of stuff it was some sad stuff, some dark stuff. Like it was a lot going on in this episode. You got Detective Jen burning herself. You got Meech with the crackhead Grace, ready to suck some, pinochle in front of her son, her baby, her daughter. A lot was going on. And the whole like police brutality thing at the end. So picking the funny moments is probably the best way to go. But for me, this is, I guess you could call it dark, but not really. It's more like it's vengeance to me. Just with the whole thing with the guy Cleet, because he deserved it.
Yeah, definitely.
Only thing is he coming back?
That's what I was thinking too. Will we see him again, or is this
Right.
the end?
Mm-hmm.
Because look, he had that big dude that came out out the the mechanic dude when he came out from back when Terry went there with the bill and was screaming on him. You seen that big black dude in the back, so
and all his staff is
Yeah,
black.
he's had
exactly.
all the staff is black, which is like, what the heck is going on here? So I don't think that's mob related at all, but okay. All right. I want to just go right into, I was going to say least favorite moments, but I think we kind of all know what that is. So I want to discuss the scratching my head moments. I'm going to start with you, Moochie.
The scratching my head moment for this episode was the whole pregnancy thing when he showed the sonogram. Who does a sonogram on a corpse?
Yeah.
I feel like he's gaming B Mickey right now. He's getting in his head. We discussed it, and that was one of my scratching my head moments.
Yeah, definitely getting in his head. What about you, pretty girl?
I had a couple, but I guess I'll start from the beginning of the episode. Is TT the baby? Like, I tried the math. I multiplied, I divided, I did fractions. It's not making sense. And don't get me wrong. I recall Cash Doll saying kids plural in season 1.
Yes.
One time, but ever since then, all we saw was Zoe. So now Meech.
So is that Meech's baby? That's what I was gonna ask.
He said daddy, yeah.
Yeah. He mentioned daddy. And when it was in bed, because I had my closed caption, because I gotta figure this out. But she was mentioning how she will always, dropping off the baby at her mom's house. So I'm like, is this their explanation to say? But at the same time, that girl looked all of at least 2.
Right. So I think they dropped the ball. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
What about the other baby mother?
I'm sorry.
The other baby mother too. How many kids do he have?
Yeah, they dropped the ball. I like you said, pretty girl. I think what it was is that somebody went back and watched season 1 and they realized that she said kids or he said kids, like, did you get the money? It's the same thing with this. It's the same thing. Like they had sex, and then he asked, did you get the money for the kids, or did you go school shopping for the kids or whatever? Because I had to go back to season 1 and find the freaking episode, honey. Like, I know daggone well this was never his baby mother. So all of a sudden, because of the fact that she said something about kids plural, I think they tried to rectify it in this season, and they should have left it alone.
Nobody was worried about that.
Yeah, they should have left it alone, because now this doesn't make any sense. And he's like, oh, I can't believe how big my baby's getting and all of that. This is his baby. This is Nene, and this is TT. I had to look. I said, did they use the same baby? I mean, what the heck is going on? But they clearly are different. But I'm like, this don't make no daggone sense. So, you know, like I said, I just think that it was a situation that they tried to fix, and I think they should have just left it alone.
Exactly.
Leave well enough alone, because even when Lamar, even in episode 1, I watched when Meech came knocking on the door, and then she was kind of like trying not to let him, you know, come in, like, why would you come over here unannounced and all of this, and Lamar was in there. So she said he pulled out his gun, and she said, why would you do that when you know Zoe is in here? It was always about Zoe. It was never another kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now all of a sudden they got TT.
Because now I was questioning the time jump between season 1 and 2. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all making me feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And how this baby older than Terry baby?
Right. They just messed up. They dropped the ball. And even during an interview, Cash Doll was even saying, like, my baby daddy and my boyfriend ain't fighting. Because she was talking about Lamar being her baby daddy and Meech being her boyfriend. So it was like, nobody had a kid. She didn't have a kid with Meech. So all of a sudden now, that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
That was one of the main questions I had.
Why are you laughing?
Because the way you did your lips. He's like, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Like,
okay.
Well,
so this was my scratching my head moment as well, though, guys. And I have another one.
Breaking out your lips.
So guess what? It's not really a scratching my head moment, but it's like, are y'all seriously forgetting that this is the 80s? So did y'all hear when Meech was like, if we don't get this the weight on consignment, we gonna be SOL? I was like, did they use that?
Yeah.
Get out of luck, yeah.
I know they said ish out of luck, but did they say SOL?
Oh no, I don't.
Exactly. He said SOL, like he's doing abbreviations.
Yeah, maybe.
And I'm like,
I know they were saying. I want to say they were saying it in the 90s though.
But this
Tamara, let us know if you're still in the chat.
Yeah, let us know, girl, because I'm tired of this. Listen, when you do period timepieces or whatever, you have to be really, really careful.
He said smash too. That's what I was like. Nobody said that back then.
Yeah, smash. Yeah, one time somebody said, "What's that thing that the strap? Get the strap." They said that in Raising Canaan, and I was like,
I feel y'all. Somebody's not proofreading.
Huh? Right.
They're not proofreading the scripts.
No, they're not. And if they are, they're just letting it go. Like, they're not thinking. They wouldn't. If I was on their team, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she finds a problem with everything."
Another meeting.
Yes. She finds a problem with everything.
That I don't care who you knocking boots with. I would have believed that more than the smash.
Knocking boots, right? And then she said, "No, I think that part where she said she gonna still be doing her thing that was fine." But right, I don't care who you smashing, knocking boots, right? Exactly, that makes more sense.
23 people voted so far.
Yeah, we petty. It's all right. Yep, 23 people voted so far, and see, I can't get it out.
Yeah, I know
the winner so far is Meech so far. So a lot of people are saying that it's Meech. There you go. So it's only 14 minutes in. So,
well, do y'all want to go to the videotape? Because I got videos.
No, they will shut me down from monetization, and I don't got time.
It's
YouTube
less than a minute.
YouTube, no, it has to be like less than 10 seconds.
It is.
what's the name? YouTube has new regulations, and I just don't want to mess it. I don't want to mess with them. Like they doing too much. They're snatching subscribers from me like left and right. It's keeping me at one spot. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, me too.
It's ridiculous. So, I got it. Peaches shot Travis. Sure did. It's like
underneath the bed, honey. She was like, I'm not coming out to the safe.
No.
Okay. So, Moochie, can you give me your worst moment? Why would Meech be upset at Mickey for saying we needed him alive if he took the kill shot? We're not ready to talk about it yet, Big Smooth, but we're gonna talk about all of that. Y'all have to pay attention to the what's the word I'm looking for? To the tone of his voice and everything. It's all in that. And the way that shooting goes in film and TV, you have to pay attention to all of that. And you guys are just watching it really. All right. Mooch, what is your least favorite moment?
My least favorite moment was my least favorite.
Oh Lord, I'm nervous.
I was mad. I was kind of my least favorite moment was Charles just gets on my nerves.
Charles and Chew.
Charles.
Yeah.
He just gets on my nerve. But my least favorite moment, even though he just danced and got out of there, I still was like, you know what? You shouldn't even went there in the first place.
That's how he was dancing. All right now. All right. You know how they did back in the day.
I can't with you.
He was giving that. I don't know what the heck he was doing, but anyway. No. I'm gonna just say that's one of my least favorite moments. Yes, like just everything that he was doing. Like I didn't like him in the situation with the pastor. I mean, I get it. Pastor Swift is a freaking, I don't know what he is. But yeah.
What was your least favorite moment?
Oh, my least favorite moment was
how y'all doing?
My least favorite moment was the last scene with the worst cop in TV history, Detective Bryant. You know how he's gonna come and try to stop Meech from getting help, and telling him put his hands up, this and that, and like I thank God that I've never been shot before, but that's a traumatic situation, and at the same time you can easily become disoriented. You don't really know what's going on, like you're trying to focus on the fact that you just freaking got shot, and this dude is telling him to hold his hands up,
and he got shot more than once.
Yeah, and with hostile cops like that, they don't care. Like they just will try to look at it as you're not listening when your head is just not there because you got shot. So that's one of my least favorite moments.
Yeah, that was
Big Smooth said, "What up, son?
What's up, Big Smooth?"
So go ahead, give your least favorite moment.
What's name my name again?
Miss Lucille.
Miss Lucille. My least favorite moment is Miss Lucille running her mouth to Pastor Snoop about her sex life.
Y'all getting on my nerves calling him Pastor Snoop. I tell you now.
Well, I call him that too sometimes.
Hold on, wait. Yeah.
I call him that too sometimes, though.
I think there's
it's all right. I'm just playing.
What happens in the house stays in the house. Are you telling the pastor out of everybody about how long how long it's been and all of that? I just think that's too much.
Ooh, love the wig. Sorry.
I just think that's too much. Doing way too much. That's all. And then I feel like the father, Charles, I think he responded like the right way, but the wrong way at the same. I would have been like, whoa, like, I've been caught off guard because my wife running her mouth to my pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Yeah. His reactions to her, I think, was valid, but not to the pastor. Like if you go to his church,
he said, find a new place for your dirty maggots.
Yeah, if you go to his, I can understand if you don't go to his church and you're saying you come up to the church like, you know, my wife is, and he says something to you, like he comes to the house and said, you know, your wife said this and that and the third, and you're not an actual member of the church, you're not in the band or whatever the heck it is, and you're talking to him disrespectfully. Like there has to be some type of line where you draw.
Another thing,
definitely shouldn't have.
Can we talk about his hair? It's really really like.
You got to keep in mind, Snoop.
He's just better off with the dreads.
Down
he has locks. Yeah.
So they got to contain his locks under there.
Yeah.
So that's why the wig looks like some sort of George.
Somebody said it reminds me of an alien.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Wow.
True that. That is terrible.
Big Snoop mad that she said that he need to earn respect in his house. I mean,
he was mad too. Did you see Charles' face? Like he was like, "What?"
Hey,
you know Charles gonna cheat, right?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, we know.
I hope not.
It's gonna happen.
You think he gonna? I hope not.
Brother Charles.
Lucille was dead wrong for telling Pastor Swift about her marital problems. Yeah, she was. She definitely was.
She should have walked out as soon as he looked at.
She was doing too much. Talking about dirty magazines, this and that and the third. Like, if that was the case, you should have went to his wife, whoever that third lady is. Go to his wife and talk and say, "Can you set up a meeting with Pastor Swift, with me and Charles or whatever?" Instead of going to him. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like they should have went together and discussed it, because one, when it comes to marital counseling, normally a counselor would need to hear both sides. You can't. It's not really best to get. I mean, you can give advice, but it's to hear both sides. I feel like it's a little. I don't want to say weird because a lot of people do it. They seek.
That's the one I was laughing at.
Sorry, go ahead, my pretty girl.
Well, a lot of people seek counsel from their, church. And to each his own. I would prefer like a therapist, because it kind of, I don't know, just especially with a pastor like Snoop or Swift, whatever you want to call him, he's shady. Like he already been trying to get Lucille's draw. Sorry, but like we already know he ain't on the up and up. But
I just don't understand why she continued that conversation once the lady walked by. It should have just been like, okay, thank you, Pastor. And that's it. And I like your answer, Miss K, last night. She should have been talking to Charles right after service. Or him grinning in that lady's face. Like,
right. I'm coming straight to the source, straight to the person who did the deed. The heck you doing? What was that all about? Don't get somebody snuffed up in church now. You and her. LSW said, "Where is the mother of the church?" Definitely needed, babe. Definitely needed. So Big Smooth says, or just tell Charles instead of pushing it off and putting a credit card in your daughter's name, trying to keep it from your husband like he doesn't check the mail. Yeah. So what was I gonna? So what was your do you have a favorite moment?
Oh, of course.
What is it?
When Meech and Terry got down on old boy for
your favorite moment,
sabotaging the business. For sure.
Oh, I like the beat down too, though.
Yeah, me and him got. That was my favorite moment too. We didn't talk about it though.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was your favorite moment too.
Yep.
I was like, yes, immediately. I don't think he's gonna come back no more.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully he learned his lesson.
I hope so.
He got mobbed. They should have robbed him too. At the insult to
and they messed up his cars.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't get to the freaking glove box, because I think he had a gun.
Yeah, he had a gun. He definitely did. He was going to that.
I'm glad he didn't get to that.
Yeah. So what about did you have a scratch in my head moment? No, it's okay if you don't.
I have to think about it.
Okay, we have 44.
Oh,
24.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. So I don't know if there was any more scratch in my head moments for me, but that was all you had, right, pretty girl? With the daughter?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little. I had to watch it a couple times to really figure out what was going on with the Peaches and K9 situation, because a part of me was like, is she a part of the setup? And then she kicking them out of his house. Like, it was weird. But at first I was just kind of trying to figure out, was she a part of it or not? Because it was a couple inconsistencies. But that was the only thing I was kind of questioning, but I don't really think it was a part of it.
Okay, well, we can get ready to do the. Okay, so you think out of B Mickey, because we have a poll going, right? Here's what the poll says. It says, who delivered the kill shot to Travis, Meech or B Mickey? It's getting close. Getting close.
Cool. But I do got a scratch in my head moment.
Okay.
Before we get to that, was this the same episode where they where the police got into the fire?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the scratch in my head moment was when she took the what was that thing in the car?
The lighter.
Burnt herself.
Yeah.
Wow, he don't remember what a cigarette lighter is. That's because he probably never seen one in the car. Damn, I'm
that
old.
was my scratch in my head moment.
Girl,
Oh, okay. Oh wait, you didn't wait. What was it? Why was it a scratch in the head moment?
I don't know. She was talking to him. She was talking to the dude that got burnt up, and you see on her arm. I don't know why they showed the details. She had more than one.
Yeah,
it was multiple. So that wasn't her first time doing that.
Right.
So she must be
highlighted it in her.
No, I don't think she's not that. He said she must be S.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
But
my bad.
That's not the case. She's trying to like divert from the pain, like whatever emotional pain that she's feeling. She's trying to like divert it. So she's trying to make herself have physical pain so that she doesn't feel
emotional.
The emotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scratching my head. Scratching my head and shaking my head. That's a
scratching your head and shaking your head.
Just go through the emotion, man.
I took it as survivor's remorse.
Physical.
I took it. I thought that too.
What?
Emotional trauma,
survivor's remorse.
I think she mentioned her brother, and I think that's where she went off the deep end.
Yeah, that's what it was. The brother situation. I think that just dealing with that and reminding her. She sound like I was gonna say she sound like she's here alone, but she said her brother was the only one that didn't get out. So that sounds like it's just something that she's dealing with, and it wasn't that long ago. What was you saying? Survivor's remorse, pretty girl?
I was dealing with that. She was, just telling him like she was thankful. And then when she got in the car, they was mentioning Code Blue as if like he went into cardiac arrest or something while she was getting into the car. Like she was hearing on the radio like Code Blue, and it was giving directions and talking on the radio. So it was kind of
the guy might have died.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that part. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, how you make it go back and watch it?
Yeah,
that'd
be. Let me know what I thought, but
that'd be crazy if he died.
80%.
And maybe that's the reason why she was crying. Never know.
Yeah.
But then that messes all the thoughts up now. If that was the case. Oh wow,
it's a lot.
Oh, Blue. Maybe he just needed some oxygen or something like that. I don't know.
What was you asking me about? B Mickey.
B Mickey. So we're gonna let me close the poll. Oh, it B Mickey won now.
Yeah, I
51%.
I think it was B Mickey because I don't think that Meech would be pleading his case as much about the kill shot if he did it. Like if you remember in the first season, B Mickey killed
J-Mo.
He kind of reacted almost the same exact way.
No, he didn't.
Almost, I said.
No,
almost,
he didn't. Not at all. But go ahead.
Young boy. Look at young boy's answer.
But I don't think. And then B Mickey had a lot. He had a lot to say about it. He's like, he was shooting back. This and that. Whatever he said. I don't remember word for word.
Yeah, he just responded.
The way he responded seemed as if he's the one that had the kill shot. So I think it was him.
Okay. Go ahead, Mooch.
I was gonna say I typed it in. Look at young boy's comment when you.
He just said it was Peaches. Yeah,
Peaches.
But that's not how TV works, guys. Normally, if somebody is the shooter, you're gonna know who the shooter. They're gonna show you. B Mickey was around the corner. His gun was still like this. Normally, like let's say somebody was coming after what's his name, right? Coming after Meech. And then all of a sudden you get a shot and he's down, right? You like the other actor that looks like they was about to get shot or get hurt, they'll look up so they could see where the shot came from, who saved the day, and they turn around and see who the heck it is, and you normally see the person holding the gun. You did not see that with B Mickey. Nobody saw B Mickey shoot that man? No one. So how could you all be so sure that B Mickey was the one that did it? And then so DeMarcus says Meech wasn't shooting at Travis. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He was shooting at Travis.
He was he came from the back door.
He was shooting at Travis. He said, "Please, I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to kill you." And then he shot the gun.
Shot again.
And he was out. And when he shot the gun, he started cursing like F.
I'm trying to. He messed it up. He got hit in the back of the head.
No, he did not. That's an exit wound. That was an exit wound.
So you saying that's
the reason?
Okay.
Yeah, and the reason why I know is because that's one of the things that they teach you when you're like I said, I told you I used to be an EMT. They teach you about entry wounds and exit wounds, and the exit wound is always bigger than the entry wound. So if you see the shot in the back of his head,
that's the bullet coming out. That's the bullet coming out of his skull.
It's mad big. Okay. But the thing that they messed up on is if you look at him in the trunk, the bullet hole look like it's right here
at the side.
I don't want to mark myself out a bit. Yeah, but they kind of messed up on that part.
It should have been in the dead center, like between your eyebrows. The way that bullet hole, the way the shot came out.
Right.
Another thing too, I think the angles was just like in that whole scene. I think the angles was terrible.
Yeah.
Like the way, like when Meech walked in, he was literally holding the camera and flipped it back on him, looking real dumb. And I'm just looking, and they were shooting at multiple different angles. Yeah. I'm just like, so it's hard to tell who really had the last shot.
Remember I said this last night? They did that for a reason.
Mm-hmm. They trying to make it up to
Big Meech is still in jail.
Right.
So you can't put him with the smoking gun.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to put him with the smoking gun.
Right.
It's always going to be a question. You see how it's a debate with all of us right now?
Mm-hmm.
This is what they wanted to cause.
Right. They didn't want it to look so obvious.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
you're still going to question it. It's reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's open to interpretation and all of that. And another thing that they could cover their tail with is if Travis is a real person. All you got to do, if you want Meech to be a killer, all you got to do is make him kill somebody that doesn't really exist.
Like how they did with Kato, because she's still technically alive. I got
what you're saying. Or have them kill somebody that's still alive, and then you're safe. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, oh, it's just a part of the story, this and that, whatever. Right. But let me see. RC says Meech's reaction in his comment to B Mickey after the shot was confusing. Right. So here, thank you for bringing that back up. So here's the thing: when he shot J-Mo, Meech said, "What the heck you do that for?" Right. When he shot, what's the dude's name? B Mickey. I'm sorry, Travis. He said, I don't know. When he shot Travis, he said, yo, we were supposed to bring this nigga alive. It was like, he's kind of like saying, yo, we freaking messed up. Like this is messed up. It wasn't on no, I'm blaming you, B Mickey. It was more like, I freaking screwed up. But so B Mickey is just trying to like let him know, like, yo, there's really nothing we could have done.
He was shooting back. So it was like that reaction that he had was like, you can't be too mad because he was shooting back. Like at that point, it's life or death.
Yeah. Because honestly, if you look at B Mickey's reaction after what Travis dropped, you see him up against the wall like this and kind of like, okay, it sounds like it's safe. There's no more shooting going on. And then he comes out and sees the dude on the floor. So it really doesn't look like he had anything to do with it.
He really didn't have a great viewpoint, you know what I'm saying, of the situation. And you can see it. Like I said, I watched it at least 8 times.
Me too.
I wanted to be clear on my live, and they was acting like I was bugging on my live. And I knew, I'm like, y'all got me rethinking myself because everybody was saying it was, B Mickey. And I'm like, I know it, but I rewatched it again like 3 times after my live. And I'm like, no, it was clearly me. She had the best viewpoint.
He had the best view. He got the headshot.
And I was even analyzing the legs because B Mickey is skinty, and Meech is a little thick. I was even looking at the width of the legs, talking to him like it
and I looked at the fact that the shooter had the hood on. I'm like, wait, because at first I was like everybody else. Because in my notes I had B Mickey. Because I was already saying it's a bad idea to take B Mickey with you.
And that's why I said what I said. Remember I said, why he gonna take him with him?
So I already
was in front of the house.
I already had that in my notes. Like, why would you take this dude with you? You already know it's about to go left.
Then
when I watched it again, I was like, oh shoot, that wasn't B Mickey. So I had to change my whole thing.
But he think he did it too, though.
He can't. Who think he did it?
B
Mickey can't think he did that.
He was basically taking it.
No, he was not.
He said
that was my.
I think that's where everybody's getting confused, and I think somebody else said it in the thing, like the dialogue is confusing too.
I think he was like, we were supposed to kill him. I was under the impression that he felt like he made the kill shot, but I don't think he did.
I feel like it's just a friend trying to like let him know, like, bro, there was really nothing else that could have been done. Like, what you expect?
Yeah, if you're not acting like,
sorry. If that's the case, then why don't you claim them bodies you already took?
That's a question for another snitch.
Just take the L, choose your time, and go to jail.
So here's another thing, though. Another thing is that you got to be careful about B Mickey trying to bring the body to them crates, to them containers, because if stuff really hit the fan and the heat really go up, Detective Bryant really applies the pressure. He could be like, yo, I got a body. Meech got a body. I can bring you to it. So you gotta just be careful of that. As soon as he learns about where them bodies were being held, that's the first thing he said to me.
Don't be surprised he might be putting something there. They come there, be an extra fucking body there.
I was thinking that.
I'm sorry about that.
I was thinking that during the episode. I was like, oh, they could put the body in there.
Yeah, that's what
I thought about.
Yeah, that's what B Mickey said. He said, I know somewhere we can stash the body. I'm like, here this guy go. If he put it there and then he tell whatchamacallit that he was there, like he saw with his own eyes and he's already cooperating, he could be an eyewitness.
Well, then we know his days is really numbered then.
Well, anyway, and if it was YoungBoy, if it was K9 girl that did it, I think it would have showed it. She ain't have no reason to shoot that ninja. He was eating her out. I didn't even mean to say that, but he a munch. Munchy.
He was munching, right? Anyway.
Munchy.
Why am I looking at all this from the street? You know we don't roll like that.
Right. What?
Having blinds open and stuff and at night.
Yeah. What in the world? That is terrible.
We don't do that, but okay.
The camera angles had Meech and B Mickey taking cover when the fatal shot was fired. That's the confusing part.
Okay.
The camera angles had Meech and B Mickey taking cover.
I don't know.
So the question is, are we going to see her back with K9?
Yeah, so here's the confusing part, capital K.
What if it was the girl?
The reason why I had to watch it 1,000 times is because when the fatal shot was fired, Meech's gun was pointing at him, but there was no fire coming out of it. That's the part.
They gotta have reasonable doubt. So now you don't know who actually made the kill shot.
Right. That's the part that made it more confusing, but it just makes more sense to say that it was Meech over B Mickey because B Mickey was around the corner taking cover, basically. This is really, just really stupid. But anyway, guys, that was pretty much that. I think we have it all covered. Did you have one thing that you wanted to say before we end? I mean, people are watching the football games, so they got to get back to their game, honey.
No.
You were good?
Yeah, we good.
All right.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
I'm under the impression that K9 took Meech on a low-key, not a suicide mission, but a mission that he knew that it wasn't going to be completed. Do y'all agree, or do y'all think?
I agree. That I said that on my video, on my live. I said I think that he knew that it was impossible, basically, and that he knew the type of dude that Travis was. Travis wasn't going to take nothing lying down. He was going to bust shots, this and that. I don't trust K9. First of all, we see that he is schooling Meech a lot, but I think he also sees that Meech can be a potential threat to him, and he'll try to, take him out any way he can.
Okay.
It was like a way, like, okay, I'm gonna even if he does come back, he's probably not going to come back with this dude alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I know I could keep my weight, and I have Travis taken care of, and I'm keeping my weight, so I am losing nothing, and I just put a hit out for free.
Facts.
Okay. I feel like eventually, K9 later on in the season, maybe like episode 8, 9, however deep it goes. I feel like K9 is gonna do something to Meech that's gonna really get under Meech's skin, and I think K9 might get killed off. I don't know about this season, but next season, something. I feel eventually that Meech is just gonna be bigger than he is.
Yeah.
With his product.
Okay.
I agree. I originally thought like episode 1 and 2 that possibly B Mickey was going to snitch on K9 to give Bryant a bigger fish than Meech. Like, okay, you want something here, I'm gonna give you Meech, but I'll give you K9. But who knows?
I could see him doing that. I could definitely see him doing that.
But he don't want anybody but Meech, so Lord no.
Right. Like K9 is bigger. Like, what is wrong with
but
this
guy?
If
K9 is bigger, he will take that.
Yeah. Especially if something I think Detective Jim would have to have something to do with that.
Cinnamon had a good comment. She said, "What woman kills her cut buddy?"
Her cut buddy, right?
But if she's close to getting caught, and this dude don't have as much money as he was acting like he had, the grass people think the grass is always greener on the other side. It's just different dirt,
right?
And now she done seen that different dirt, and dude ain't really flossing how he is. Then she might want to go back to her boo now that all of that transpired. When all of that transpired, you got a quick second to think of like, how am I going to get myself out of this situation? And she'd be like, well, he's gone and I'm back. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I love you.
Who said? Who made the point that she probably been doing this all along? I was last night on your live that she probably been doing this all along. He always killing the guys that she's with.
Heck so he's
it didn't seem like it was like something new to him. Like
because he was like,
it was like, here she go again. Right. She out there again. Yeah. You know what? I need to go send somebody to go get her.
But he mentioned that she speaks Arabic, so she's helping him.
Yeah, she said, "I'm gonna still be doing my thing." So she's gonna be dropping it and dipping it low and popping it.
He would be stupid to get rid of her.
She's useful to him.
Like I had to really.
But I'm pretty sure. To me, he's the type of person that abide his time, get him another Arabic boo, and get rid of her after a while.
He is when he. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to get Meech to do it. Or he might just take out for the simple fact of what she did.
Yeah. So, DeMarcus, I'm sorry. I did see this. You did another super chat before this with the same question, so I do apologize for that. We were just kind of like getting into this conversation. So, thank you for the super chat again, and the one before that. So he says, Miss K, so Detective Bryant is worse than Alonzo from Training Day. I have to say yes. I don't know why, but with Alonzo, you leaving? Okay.
Yes.
See ya.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, beautiful.
Excuse me, beautiful.
So I just didn't feel like the way I know Alonzo was crooked, but Bryant is hateful. He's hateful. I don't like hateful people.
Neither do I. He's very mad. He has a lot of malice towards him.
Yes. What'd you say, pretty girl?
No, I nothing Alonzo did trigger me to the point what Bryant did. Like this gave me like Sandra Bland, like all these like other feelings start coming up, like usher a dead man to jail. Like
yes,
that pissed me off the way he was grabbing him, and you see he got shot more than once.
Right.
So he's messed up where he really could die. I was so glad that Jen stepped in and shut everything down, and they had the police escort to the hospital. Yeah. So now I just want to see what type of interaction and what's going to happen now. Is it going to be a rival between Meech and Detective Bryant now? Because remember I said in my video, in my prediction, if Meech people start going to check out his, like walking around and doing surveillance on him and his family, it might go left. Because remember, he's getting bullied in school. So I'm thinking about that's what's going on in my head when I seen all of that.
Yeah, when I saw it, I said I already told folks in my chat that it gave me like, when they killed Radio Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those kind of situations. Like, what are we?
Like,
What
yo,
are we
he's already
doing?
down. Like, what can he do? And you trying to, oh no, and then
You trying to give him
when that
commands?
last gesture when he did like that with his hand,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, he's like, oh, yo, he's like, they on that right now.
And what
Yeah,
was he going to arrest him for being a victim? He
that's
didn't.
right.
Exactly. He had no dope on him.
Nothing. Right.
You go about what your man is telling you. So what's gonna like? I just want to know if Meech is going to put things together and know that B Mickey is talking to this guy, because the cops came too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would take Meech and Terry, because Meech witnessed B Mickey going to the payphone because Terry was still in the restaurant.
And the other kid too.
But Terry, he's the one that kind of looks, because if y'all peep, Terry, when they mentioned how B Mickey got this plug,
The connect.
The look on his face.
He was looking like, So it's gonna be a lot of the brothers just need to communicate to figure out what's going on. I feel.
Yeah, he definitely gotta get that hate out his horrid boo.
Like he never will.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hate that they showed him still alive, because in my head as a viewer, I would have loved that rush of knowing, like, is he gonna like die? But now that we know,
so now you feel bad about you feel like they shouldn't have did the time jump, right?
Yeah, or at least have him in the scene with they arrested T.
Yeah,
I don't like.
They should have showed they should have did it a way where we didn't see him at the bus.
We definitely shouldn't have, because now it just takes.
If we would have just saw Lisa Leslie's character, and then when he came out, we see that later on in the future, I would have been happy with that.
Right, because it just takes away the hope that I hope he died.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes
like,
away
how
the
you be
hope.
wanting somebody to die, we already know. Like, you know how we be wishing Sax die.
That's how I was thinking about him.
Yeah, you know how we be wishing Sax die. You the pretty girl, great minds think alike. That's all three of us be all on the same wave. But
hey,
you know how we be wanting Sax to die?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want him to be with him. But now we already know he gonna make it.
Right.
So it's like you can't. It's not even wishful thinking, because you like, oh, he gonna make it.
You're gonna have to rewind with Miss K, honey. You definitely gonna have to.
What up, Key Matt?
She not gonna charge you like Blockbuster.
No, exactly.
And make sure you put #replay.
Yes. So DeMarcus asks a pretty good question. Do y'all think K9 is using Peaches as a front and is like DEFCON? Because somebody was saying that she's his beard. That is a very interesting question. I never thought of that.
Somebody said that on Pretty Girl's chat this morning.
Really?
They were saying that in the chat that they think he was on the low.
Because I was
on
thinking,
the down low. Okay.
What is his? Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, go ahead.
That's because he said he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't go out to clubs. So I'm like, okay, what is your vice? Most people, especially if you're in a life, you have something. So it's like, what is it? That's what I was trying to figure out. But that may be a good way, exploring what he got going on.
That's true. And maybe his vice is Peaches. Sure. Got him out here doing stupid things for this whole.
Let me tell you what it Oh gosh, I can't.
Oh my gosh, he definitely wants that Peaches and Cream. Whatchamacallit was definitely tearing it up too, man.
Yup. I knew he was gonna hit when he was saying all of that, like, you your own person thing. When he said that, I said, oh, she gonna rock out with him, because she giving him rhythm back. I said she gonna let him hit.
Yeah, because K9
sure enough.
Samara said K9 vice is murder.
You couldn't even see his face. His face is all in the place.
Cuckoo.
That's K9. He don't do that. I could tell.
Yes.
K9 vice is murder.
RC says, I'm holding out hope that foreshadowing with Terry getting arrested was a dream. I want to see Bryant eliminated. Yes, but here's the bad news, guys. So when I was watching, and I haven't watched all of the Blowing Money Fast documentary, but when I saw a black man named Bryant on there talking, and he was like a detective, I was like, oh my gosh, this nigga is real.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's alive and well. No, let me stop. That ain't nice.
The pretty girl, she was breaking it down. She was doing
but honestly,
on it every week.
Miss Kate put that together. I didn't put the two. I didn't put Detective Bryant and that Detective Bryant. I didn't put it together, girl. So you.
Oh,
I thought you.
I really didn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
It didn't dawn on you.
I mean, I just wasn't thinking about the name similarity. I knew like the cop was, based off of somebody, but I wasn't thinking about the names being the same. Honestly,
yeah.
So.
They kept the names the same, so that's something. Like I want everybody to know who busted me.
Right.
Y'all don't came up in my house while I'm having lamb chops.
Yeah.
I'm still mad.
Like a 6-course meal.
I'm still mad at that.
And pretty girl, you're right. Thing. People, I know if I was working, I would have took a plate from there.
Why are they yelling?
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no, they're up here yelling.
Look, I know if I was working that day and I was a cop, I would have said, "Let me go here and get some tinfoil." And I would have took a ceramic plate because they season everything in the house. So my fat ass would have took a plate. Yes.
Well, listen, be like, Ma, where you get this food? This food came from a bus. Here.
Come on, y'all, let's eat.
Yeah, it wasn't even touched.
You know what?
Got them niggas before they could put the fork in.
We just walked in right after they said grace.
No, that's that. And he bougie, so there wouldn't have been no paper products. I would have went and got that nice china.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I would have took china and the silverware because they season everything anyway. Look, clink. Look, you go in my locker at work, you'll see that plate.
Putting stuff in your putting stuff in my bulletproof vest. Like, let me take this. I have to take that with me. You take this.
They had lamb chops, yo, and them jokers look good.
You're like, what in the heck?
Yeah, the whole spread out there. Yes,
we'll have a big ass laying around.
I'll be like, did you try this? You know how you be telling people, like, did you try this? Yo, you gotta try this. It's designed for.
It's delightful.
Oh gosh, I would be a different kind of cop. I wouldn't be taking the stash or the money. I'd be like, I'm gonna take a diamond. Oh, they got a little ring.
No.
Going to old girl closet, like what?
Yes, okay. I do have a party to go to next week.
All
what you think? Cute.
Oh, you got a new member, girl. Little Rock.
Little Rock. Yes, and you came at a good time, Little Rock, because I started doing first reaction videos for y'all so that y'all can have like my first thoughts of episodes that I'm covering and everything that y'all watching. So that's very good. Thank you. Welcome. All right, guys, we're about to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. I know, look, after a while, you talk about BMF so much, it's almost like, what the heck else can we talk about, But y'all still here, and I appreciate it. Pretty girl, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Well, of course, my review was this morning, so please check that out. And I have my review for Power season 4, episode 1. That's on Wednesday, 8:15, and this is the whole thing about Ghost being in jail, and it's gonna be stressful.
Oh,
so just
is that the one when he? Oh no, that's not when he
That's when he got locked up and Charlie Murphy gonna be trying to hurt him.
Oh my god!
Yes.
He tore him up.
Yes,
so
and
I might have to come on and say a few things.
That was hard to watch, actually, because of the fact that we knew what was going on with him. That was actually hard to watch. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah, and then they made you not want to like him.
Yeah. Not want to like who?
Charlie Murphy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was a jerk, but I just couldn't separate that in that moment. Like, okay, yeah, you kill him, but the way he got killed, I was just like, I can't separate it.
I can't help it though. It's like,
yeah, I couldn't separate the fact that I knew what was going on with him.
Yeah.
And so I just couldn't. I was just like, nah, this is. I think he had
Uh-uh.
already
DeMarcus said,
died.
I'm glad Ghost went to prison.
I
Go
think
ahead,
he was already. I
DeMarcus.
think he had already died at that time. So when you saw him, you could see that he was sick, and his stomach
Yeah.
was kind of like distended and everything. You
Yeah.
know, like swollen
That
looking.
was,
I was like, I don't
it
like
was
this. I
hard.
don't like this.
It was
Okay.
definitely yeah, it was
So
a
Marcus
lot.
said, "Great episode, Miss K, but I still think B Mickey got the kill shot. That's fine."
Please, I want everybody, please rewatch it. Like,
Rewatch it up like
please,
as many times as you need to,
please.
because saying B Mickey is the one, it doesn't make much
No,
sense,
you
guys.
have to watch it a few times to really see.
I
Yeah.
feel like they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Because
I
Reese
believe that what
out.
Moochie is saying is what they kind of wanted to leave it open to interpretation. But if you're really looking and you're trying to be an investigator, I think you're gonna go with me. It
Because the
makes
dialogue
way
came crucial.
Yeah, it makes way more sense. They did stuff to be, confusing.
Okay,
But
so you close out the poll now?
yeah, I did.
All
Yeah,
right.
James Kelly said, "Hey, James Kelly."
Oh yeah,
And
that's
young
right. You
boy,
did.
I know I highlighted some of your video, your comments, but I didn't get to say hello. But thank you guys. I really appreciate you all. Moochie, what are you doing?
I am doing tomorrow. I will be doing Urana. This is
Oh, cool.
episode 3. Well, no, I'm sorry, episode 2. And then Thursday we'll be doing Godfather of Harlem. Hopefully you could come. I wish you was watching this, pretty
I
girl.
know. I want
I
to.
want your input so bad because you be so good with stuff.
You said Thursday?
Yes, Thursday.
Godfather Harlem. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to catch.
All right. Well, I'm
But,
doing Godfather Harlem tomorrow, guys, at 10. I'm going live, but I'm not gonna go live for this show. It's only for tomorrow because I got a lot of things going on and I have to do a quick recap of episode 1. But other than that, I'm going live with Lamont on Mondays, not myself. I will have video recaps. Okay. But sometimes you gotta catch up on things you got to get in when you fit in and when you can,
all right. And also, if you didn't check out my live last night, Miss K was on there with me. Thank you very much. We went live talking about the BMF episode.
It's coming, young boy. I also have to do that. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time to do a video of that. So we can just jump right into season 4, episode 1 on Tuesday. But I'm trying to work that out too. All right. Everything that I owe y'all is coming. Normally, when I make a promise to y'all, it comes. It may not come exactly.
You got this. You got this.
Comes. And I check out my playlist, guys. I have a playlist and it's all there for you. It's laid out, baby. It's laid out. Michelle Wilder says, "Are you doing The Last of Us?" I have a separate channel that I want to do reactions on and stuff that go under this type of genre with The Last of Us. But I'm gonna do I want to do reactions to it instead of recapping it because I feel like that'd be too much on me. But I just have to learn how to do recaps. I mean, not recaps, reactions. And that's kind of what I'm working on too. So we shall see, honey. I don't know. I might not be able to get you guys a reaction until the 3rd episode because, child, it's too much to learn. Okay.
All right.
But young boy, we need 2 episodes.
Look, because he want to talk about the finale.
I don't know what to say.
Look, I wanted to talk about for the finale. I wanted to hear your because you always, it's like you're having fresh eyes on this.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear your thing. I didn't spoil anything this time. For this whole season, I was pretty good.
All right.
So
we'll do the
like
finale.
We'll do the finale.
We'll do the finale. Whatever.
That was Stringer or no?
Yes, we just did the episode with Stringer Bell got knocked off. So now we on to the
and I'm not
thing.
always canceling, young boy. Stop.
We on to the last thing. She's not canceling. Look, my girl, she got 8 arms. She be doing it all. She's doing it all. So y'all gotta bear with her, and we gonna get it together.
Yes. My other channel, I'm gonna try to share it cam to the community tab. It's called For the Watch. It's very brand new. Like it has probably 2 videos and 6 subscribers. But I'm gonna try. I've been waiting for shows like The Last of Us because that's gonna be in a different genre. So I wanted something separate. But I will drop it into the
He
the
said
community
I'm
tab.
I ain't capping.
Spider K. Yes. Y'all don't be knowing what's be going on behind this camera, y'all, for real.
Yeah, she be doing it all, yo.
Thank you.
Yo, boy,
All
you
right.
said I'm capping? Nah.
He don't know.
That's my fam. That's my peeps. I'm not gonna cap for her.
Thank you. That's why a lot of people be telling me to slow down because they already know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Yeah, it's called For the Watch, and I think if you try to find it, you might not find it.
You gonna find it? Just look it up.
I can't even find it when I try to look for
I
it.
found it. I'm one of the 8 subscribers.
I'm number 9. Support.
No,
you can. What you mean? Make suggestions?
How we make suggestions?
Go
to her community tabs. You go to go to all of our community tabs because Pretty Girl got one too. If y'all want suggestions, y'all want us to do stuff, holla at us.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna share.
Be invited.
I'm gonna share the I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna share the other channel to my community tab and ask y'all for suggestions. Remember, it's a different type of genre, so that means that there's no BMF, there's no crime stuff. This is the crime drama channel in the drama. I want stuff that's like fantasy.
What up, Gemini?
I don't like sci-fi like that, but fantasy and stuff with zombies, all that kind of stuff, whatever. Those type of things is what I'm looking for. Okay. Not the stuff that we're doing over here. Okay. Gemini said, "Hey Gemini." He said, "Watching this game, just noticed you're live. Just want to say, hey, ladies, good evening." And yeah, Detective Bryant's getting on my nerves. Yes, he is. All right, y'all. Love you. I know every time we say we getting out of here, it's always like that. But I read you guys' comments and I kind of feel bad. Like I don't want to like just cut things off. And I gotta interact with y'all. All right. Love y'all. See you tomorrow, 10 o'clock for what's his name? I can't stand when I get these names all jacked up. Godfather of Harlem. We shall be there. Oh yeah, Cam, Love Crab Country. Absolutely. We could do a whole new recap. Whole what you call that? Rewind that.
We could do a revisit.
Revisit.
We could rewatch.
All right, y'all. See you. Be blessed.
Bye.